Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. And last night I was at EA, the offices in Sydney, and I was playing the Medal of Honor Warfighter multiplayer. So we played that for like 3 hours, and wow, I am impressed. So I thought I would do a video telling you guys about it. I couldn't take photos or videos, so I can't actually show you any gameplay, but it looks really good. And we were playing on really high-end PCs, and they had Xbox controllers, and I was going to go for the Xbox controller, but I'm like, no. I will experience this on PC, and I am fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. I do this thing where I panic. So it was all on really good gear, like we had proper Razer headsets, Razer keyboards, Razer mice. But I did this weird thing that when I saw somebody, I would aim in, and then I would somehow click on both the mouse buttons, so I would zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. I don't know, I just went into panic mode. But I got the hang of it eventually. I still cannot, my hands do not work on a keyboard. They don't. I fucking hate the keyboard. I hate it. I hate that you have to use WA, S and D and then somehow get your pinky around to control and shift to sprint and go and crouch. And then if you want to go prone, you've got to somehow move your fingers to Z or whatever. I just can't do it. Give me an Xbox or a PlayStation controller any day. So, I'll start with the actual game. It looks really nice, really nice. Now, granted, it was on a high-end PC, but it was still alpha footage, alpha gameplay. So even then, it looked great. It sounded really great, which is what the original Medal of Honor did. If you remember the original Medal of Honor, a lot of critics, they didn't like the game that much, but they all commented that they loved the sound. That is still very much true in this one. The sound is awesome. There's really good customization. So what I think this is going to be for, and I hope people get behind it and buy this game, because the online that I played, or the multiplayer, was really fun. It's kind of a Call of Duty and Battlefield hybrid online. And I think that's kind of what people want now, even if they don't realise it yet. People don't like Battlefield, and people are sick of Call of Duty. Meet in the middle. I reckon if you pick this game up when it comes out, play a little bit of the multiplayer, I reckon even if you're a fan of Battlefield or Call of Duty, you'll enjoy it, because it is really, really, really fun. They have a buddy system in the game, so when you're playing with a friend, we were doing LAN, so there were about 12 PCs set up, I think. So my buddy was the guy sitting next to me. And what that allows you to do is that if you stay close, you get buddy bonuses. You can spawn on your buddy. I'm not sure how it's going to work in actual online, if it'll just randomly pair you up, or you can select, or if you come in as a party or something like that. But you can see them through walls if they're around you, like their outline. You can see that through the wall. It's just a good system, and it's implemented pretty well. There's good customization, so we got to play a few classes. We got to play the Polish, I can't remember what their army's called, but they have like a assault rifle, grenade launcher, like they're in a commando kind of thing. Then there's who else do we get to play? The SASR, which is the Australians. They have an AUG and a shotgun, which is devastating at close range, and they have these perks. I'm sure you can customize and swap in, swap out, but these were just default classes. So, for example, the Polish guy's perk was that he had a grenade launcher. The Australian guy's perk that he had one magazine of bullets that do 25% more, 20 or 25% more damage. There was a guy in, the Juggernaut suit. He was an American soldier. I can't remember the branch he come from, but he had a shotgun, and AA-12 could take more damage. But his special ability, that if you push the C button, he would put the visor down and he would take even more damage. Move really slow while he was doing it, so there's perks and the counterweights to the perk. There was the Marine Sniper. I can't remember what his perk was, because I didn't play as him. There's a SEAL, I think it was. He kind of like lightweight, quick kind of guy. He had a submachine gun and a pistol. And his special ability was that he could see enemy movements for the screen would go like a purpley kind of color when you push C, and for like 30 seconds, I think you could kind of see enemy movements around the place. There was also another, was it the Grom? Or is that the Polish? I think the Polish are the Grom. Anyway, there was another one with a light machine gun, and his special ability was that if you go prone, you can lay out a bipod and destroy. That's actually the same with the sniper. If you lay down and put the bipod down, then you can, you don't have to hold your breath, it's perfectly still. So it's pretty hard to quickscope as well. I was trying to do that, because I hate fucking quickscoping. What else did I write down? You're not restricted to what map you're playing, so this is my problem, I'll try and explain it, is that I thought that you could only be the Australian, for instance, on a map that is relevant to Australia. So say like Modern Warfare, for example, you can only play the Russians on certain levels. I thought that's how it was going to be, but if this map was any indication, you can just pick anyone at all. So that's great if you want to play as your country. It sounds great. The Australians actually are done by Australian voice actors. Fuck me dead. They've got kill streaks or point streaks kind of thing, but they're not as powerful as in Call of Duty. You get like a UAV and you... This is a tip for when you actually buy the game. When you get the UAV, you bring out a little helicopter thing, like a little plane, and you hold it in your hand and you have to throw it, and I thought, well, you just throw it. And everyone else in the room thought you just throw it, and we all threw them into buildings and they exploded. So, when you get the UAV, throw it directly up in the air. Don't be a dickhead. But it's very much, it's a great, I had a load of fun with it. We only got to play one map, a Somalian map. The spawn points were a little strange to me. It was a domination game mode, where there's 3 flags, and I went undefeated the whole night. What was I going to say? And when we were holding all 3, they would still spawn at their original spawn, and we could have, I tried to, but I didn't want to angry the nerds on the other side. We could have spawn trapped them so bad. So hopefully, again, it's just alpha gameplay. Hopefully they're aware of that. But that's about it. It's a really... it's a really good game so far, what I played, and that was only preview code. So it's great. Go and check it out. I think it comes out October something. So yeah, hopefully the single player will be good, because I did enjoy the single player of Medal of Honor, and hopefully people buy it, because I do want to play this multiplayer. It looks fun as shit. It is fun as shit. But if it suffers like Medal of Honor did, then no one will be online ever. But again, it was on PC, so I'm not sure, because I will get it for Xbox when it comes out, not PC. So I don't know how they'll port it, if it'll be like Battlefield and be complete trash on a console. But we'll see. So yeah, go and check it out if you haven't already. Go watch some videos. It's really fun. I'm not sure if there's any online videos, but if there is, check them out. And I'm out. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Au revoir.